CDBG and Home funds all create jobs. We took block grant funds and created the Grow Bridgeport Fund. Small businesses were assisted with Section 108 funds through Grow Bridgeport to fit out retail spaces to create jobs and get the economy going again. It's working. And now they're all open, thriving, paying taxes and hiring people. That's what block grants can do.
One of the things that helped us come down here was the grant. When I was a kid, my mom used to bring us down here on the bus every Saturday, and there was people all over the place. You know, Bridgeport's the largest city in the state of Connecticut, and it's a city that was very thriving. The building that we're in now is actually now it's 104 years old. And it was down below is the Bijou Theater that was designed as a film theater for black and white theater. And up here was a ballroom. And from what I understand, Fred Astaire, this should be one of his stops. He used to actually teach dancing here.
The Bijou Theater, the movie house, which we're renovating, is the oldest building in the United States that was built as a movie house. And although we had begun the construction of the building, when the market dried up, so did lending for projects such as ours. Without the home funds, we probably would not have been able to restart the project at the time that we did.
With our emphasis on restoring old buildings for housing, with the help of home funds and CDBG, we've created 600 units of affordable housing for people. Home funds are critical to the city's efforts to create and preserve affordable housing. CDBG and Home are valued programs in our community, maintaining and stabilizing neighborhoods, and providing the flexibility to develop partnerships and projects vital to the well-being and sustainability of Bridgeport.
Without housing, we would have a much bigger issue within our city. Housing is the cement that keeps everything together. But I think it's very important to have other essential services. GBAS started in 1980, so it's been almost 30 years, and it started to prevent teen pregnancy. And then we went into the supportive housing programs, and we began Mi Casa My Home with the help of CDBG funds we received.
If it wasn't for GBAT being around, I would probably be in a shelter with my child.
So we rely on these strategic charities like the Y.
The Ralph Taylor Community Center is a branch of the Central Connecticut Coast YMCA, and what we do primarily are youth services. Unfortunately, what happens is that the kids doesn't have another place to go.
Usually when there's nothing to do, that means you're basically causing trouble.
Last year we got $8,000 from CDBG, and we were able to leverage that by another $62,000 from other funding sources.
There are a lot of things out there that we can get ourselves into.
If I weren't doing this, basically I would be at home doing nothing.
When people ask me what percentage the public service is of the overall community development block grant, I tell them not enough. It instigates life and hope in areas where without that little bit of extra financing, you wouldn't have been able to really create those jobs and start those businesses.